Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachak with us. The boss of the apostles, Elegant Millstone, hopefully like teach more sincerity. Abba Chayaba. Hey, man, I'm getting straight right into it. So, just a quick article, man. Sure, many brothers already heard about this, these possible blackouts coming, this summer. Brothers talking about, this could be the black summer. Yeah, brothers are saying, this could be the black summer, man. So let's read a little bit of this. It says, blackouts possible this summer due to heat and extreme weather, officials warn. Extreme temperatures and ongoing drought could cause the power grid to buckle across vast areas of the country this summer, potentially leading to electricity shortages and blackouts, a U.S. power grid regulator said Wednesday. NERC, a regulating authority that oversees the health of the nation's electrical infrastructure, says in its 2022 summer reliability assessment that extreme temperatures and ongoing drought could cause the power grid to buckle. High temperatures, the agency warns, will cause the demand for electricity to rise. Meanwhile, drought conditions will lower the amount of power available to meet that demand. Yeah, so now they're saying, this summer is gonna be extremely hot, which is gonna cause, of course, these power grids to buckle, quote unquote, to buckle, or, to slow down, or become, what's the word I want to use? To become stressed, I guess. So it says industry prepares its equipment and operators for challenging summer conditions, persistent extreme drought, and its accompanying weather patterns, however, are out of the ordinary and tend to create extra stresses on electricity supply and demand, said Mark Olson. Yeah, so but it's funny because if you go to this article I pulled out, it says 2020 was one of 3 warmest years on record. And then it says the year 2020 was one of the 3 warmest on record and rivaled 2016 for the top spot. So yeah, 2020 and 2016 were one of the hottest years ever on record. So knowing this, 2020 and 2016 were one of the hottest years. We never seen, any, blackout, possible blackout warnings or whatever, because it will be so hot. These electrical grids will shut down. Nah, man, we never heard about that. We never heard about anything like that, electricity becoming limited. We never heard about any of that, man. 2020 or 2016, the hottest years on record. And what if we go to the prediction for the June 2022? Well, let me see if I can get a, because I have it set to Delaware. Let me just put, I don't know, Florida, one of the hottest U.S. states. Let me just put Miami, Florida. Slack, brother, give me a second. It says, let me set it to June. Yeah, so here are the temperatures for June 2022 in Miami, Florida. You know, one of the hottest cities, you can say, in the U.S. Or, you know, Florida's a pretty hot state. So Miami, one of the hottest cities in the U.S. You know, you got hotter states, you know, that are hot as well, you know, like Arizona or Texas. But I have it set to Miami. So we see these temperatures, high 88s or a high 80s, you know, hitting 90. But hey, that's not uncommon, you know, for summers to hit that temperature, you know. It's not uncommon for summer to hit that temperature. You know, this high 80s and 90s is not new. So how come before, you know, we never seen any of these warnings for possible blackouts due to extreme temperatures? You know, it's a question to consider. So what does this tell us? This all just control, man, by the elites at the end of the day. You know, they want to push their agenda. They want to move forward with their agenda, obviously. So to read on in the article, it says the power grid is extremely delicate and electricity supply must always meet electricity demand, experts warn. If not, capacity shortfalls can occur. A shortfall is when there is not enough power being generated to meet demand. And then it says forced power outages, also known as rolling blackouts, are initiated during these situations, which is what millions of Americans run the risk of seeing this summer to prevent long-term damage to the grid. So let's go into this term rolling blackouts real quick. It says temporary power outages called rolling blackouts are a tool energy companies use to manage power grids when supply and demand fall out of balance. So they're basically telling you, man, that they themselves are going to shut down the power grid. You know, they're going to shut down, they're going to cause these blackouts. They themselves are telling you right before your face, man, that they're going to be the ones shutting down these power grids. You know, they're making it known to you, man, right now, what they're doing, what they're about to do. Man, you know, at first when you read this article, you'll think that, oh, you know, it seems like the extreme heat could shut down the power grid. But really, they're making it really, you know, once you continue on reading, they're saying that they're going to be the ones shutting down the power grid due to, you know, potential damage, you know, to it. So this shows you, man, they're the ones who are doing this. You know, they're the ones who are going to cause these, you know, this blackout. The elites, man, the government or whatever. But, you know, the elites are the ones who are, you know, running the show. So it says, but power grids are also susceptible in winter. In February 2021, Texas witnessed its highest electricity demand ever as residents tried to keep warm. To prevent the power grid from buckling under the stress, grid operators were forced to implement rolling outages when Texans needed power the most. Yeah, so to get to the point, man, we know the elites want to push for this, you know, NWO. You know, they want to push for more control, you know, over the population. You know, they want to push for new laws that'll give them more control over the people. You know. So let's go to 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Yeah, so let's go to let's go to the word devices. It says a mental perception, thought, and evil purpose. That which thinks the mind, thoughts, and purpose. Yes, we're evil purpose, man. We're not susceptible, or we're not, we're not deceived by this devil's plans, or yeah, we're not ignorant of his plans. We're not ignorant of his, evil purposes he has, his evil plans he has, man, against the people. Really, of course, he's after the Israelites. Those are his, those are who are on the top of his hit list, or top of his list. So yeah, man. So we're not ignorant, man. We know this is what this dude wants to plan. We know what he wants to push for. This blackout, him causing this blackout. We already know it's gonna cause a long-term blackout, man. That's gonna cause what's what I want to use, mayhem. It's gonna cause hell, man. All hell breaking loose, man. If you have a blackout long enough, man, people don't have food. I mean, yeah, people don't have food. They don't have electricity in their homes. They can't really warm up nothing. Or, they can't cook anything. Their refrigerators are broken. Things start to get spoiled. No AC in the homes. No more TV, entertainment, whatever. And, man, people are going to start to go nuts. There's going to start to be mayhem. And then, what's that's going to lead to? That's going to lead to, people going out there, robbing each other, to find goods. Robbing stores, whatever. Killing one another. And, man, a whole bunch of shit could go down. And then this could lead to Esau rolling out his martial law, because they're gonna be like, the streets, or the people are out of control. We need to push our military to regulate, or manage this chaos. All that. So, man, all this, man, what's going on in the news is just a push. That's just for Esau to move forward with his agenda, his NWO. So going to 2 Esdras 15 and 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and the people, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, swords and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions to stand in their power. Yes, people are going to start to do, people are going to start to do, whatever they want. Because, hey, once you run out of food, you got your family to feed. Once you start to run out of certain resources that, are needed to keep you alive, hey, people are going to start to get desperate out here, man. And it says, and man shall desire to go into the city, shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed. Men shall be afraid. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Yeah, so there's going to be a famine, man. And we know this famine, really, of course, Yahweh Shem Shai, he's the one who's putting a spear on this Edomite, to do these things. Because we know this upcoming famine, we're hearing in the news, lack of food coming. This all just, man-made. This famine's going to come. It's going to be man-made by Esau. But we know this Yahweh Shem Shai putting a spear on the devil, this devil man, to, put out these famines. Because what? We know it's prophecy that Babylon, there will be a famine in Babylon, So, yeah. It says again, because of a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, great tribulation. Yeah, again, what could blackouts lead to? Of course, blackout. There's going to be no electricity, no, hey, these supermarkets could shut down or whatever. Who knows? So if there's no electricity, man, good, no refrigerators running, things start to spoil. You know what I'm saying? Companies, we see, these gas prices and diesel prices rising. Hey, and if electricity shuts down, man, there's a blackout. Hey, you best believe that these trucking companies that transport these goods to these different supermarkets are going to shut down as well, or halt. So, hey, what is that going to lead to, man? It's going to lead to a famine. And chaos, really. Because once there's famine, man, chaos follows. So exactly. Let's see. So yeah, I guess that's really the point, I want to bring out. Again, apparently there's going to be extreme heat, hot weather. Even though, I'm checking the weather forecast. Who knows? Esau could make sure he could actually, because we know he got this harp. He got his harp or whatever, in his 5 what generation towers. He could turn up the frequency on, it could possibly get hotter or whatever. But hey, I'm checking the weather forecast. It says it's going to be high. And for Miami, one of the hottest cities, it says it's going to be high 80s or, just hitting 90. Hey, and that's nothing new, man. So, and apparently, it's gonna be extreme weather this summer. Even though I'm looking at these weather predictions, but yeah, we'll see. This could be the black summer, man. Yahweh Shem Yashar, we're saying, Lord willing, because if this comes, once all hell breaks loose, man, that's when the Lord's gonna come in, and the Lord needs to protect his servants, us brothers, man, the hopeful elect. Once the elect start to get in trouble, that's when Yahweh Shem Yashar steps in, man. Once all hell breaks loose, prophecy, more and more prophecies will start to be fulfilled, which we are at those end times when that final prophecy, man, before Yahweh Shai comes back, will be that MOB. Esau mandating that MOB. So yeah, again, once these again, going to the point, us brothers, man, we're rejoicing when we see things like this, because This further leads to the downfall of Babylon. You know, and all hell breaking loose. Because we know all hell breaking loose in Babylon, which is America, if you don't already know. Modern day Babylon, modern day Egypt is America. So, you know, these all hell breaking loose, man. You know, we know that's necessary. You know, we know that needs to take place in order for the Lord to step in and protect his elect. So, yeah, going to Revelation 12, it says, therefore rejoice. So this is a commandment right here, man. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Yeah, speaking about us brothers, man, this thing, you know. Us brothers, man, you know, in this truth. You know, few sisters out there, sincere sisters. Says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. Yeah, woe to these worldly people out here, man, you know, who don't have this truth. You know, who bucked up against the truth, who reject the truth. Because they won't be protected, man, in these times. It says, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time. This is why he's moving so quick, man, with his plans, you know, and his agenda. This is why he's making these things happen, you know, trying to push forth for these things to happen quicker, you know, like these famines that come already, you know, these blackouts. All these things that will, you know, cause uproars so that he can, you know, step in with his martial law, you know, and then he can step in with that MOB. We know that's his ultimate final agenda, his ultimate plan. He wants to push that MOB because that gives him full control. For those who take it, he'll have full control over, you know, and we know he's going to tempt the masses, man, you know, by mandating that this MOB, which if you don't already know, it's the RFID CHIP, he's going to mandate it so, you know, no man might be able to buy or sell, going to Revelation 13 and 16. It tells you that. He's gonna mandate it where no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the MOB. So yeah. So yeah, man, this devil, man, he knows he has a short time. That's why he's moving so quick with his plans. Really, it's the spirit, it's Yahweh Shem Yashai putting the spirit on this dude, man, so he can hurry up and fulfill the prophecies that, you know, that he's gonna do, you know, that Yahweh Shem Yashai said he would do. You know, so what, the Lord can come back, and that's the Lord shortening the time for the elect's sake. You know, we know it's written that Lord's shortening the time for the elect's sake. So he's putting the spirit on this devil to move and hurry up. So what, Yahweh Shem Yashai can come back and the kingdom can be established. That's what we're hoping for. Us brothers, man, sincere brothers, man, and a few sincere sisters out there. This is what we're hoping for. So, hey, man, just wanted to get in that real quick. Lord, really brothers out there edified. Yahweh Shem Yashai, Barakathum, Shalom.